Sarah Helton.
Joe Katina.
So good to see you. Thank you for joining us. We have cousins watching from all over the world. Philippines, New Zealand, Samoa.
Amazing.
No pressure.
Love it. Excited to be here. Excited to be here.
You know, Sarah, I remember, I was talking to Lori about it this morning. The first time I saw you before we met, you were in 5th grade.
Is that right?
We were dropping Josh off at Winstead Elementary.
Okay.
And you were out there and you stood out just like you do now. Beautiful smile, so much energy, and you were directing traffic. Do you remember those days?
Yes. Safety patrol.
Safety patrol.
Stop. Yes.
So that's the first time I met you, and then we met Jake because your brother Jake was in the same like 3rd grade class as Josh or 2nd grade. And then your family, and I don't just say this to say it, cousins, they're like family. So I met you when you were in 5th grade.
Yeah.
You graduated. You went off to university in Jackson.
Union University.
Union University in Jackson. And now you are doing something new. Tell us about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's taken me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. And I think for me, that was always so hard of, what am I created to do? I even went to college being like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. The 9 to 5, I was in an office, did a lot of calendaring, scheduling, and just realized that doesn't fill me with joy. That doesn't, I feel like I'm better in other areas, but Lord, how can you use me? What does that look like? And of course it was 2020 during this pandemic at a beach trip with the family, and just have a beautiful night sitting there just talking. Sarah, what are you passionate about? What do you enjoy? And something I've known is I love investing in the younger generation. I love mentoring girls. I love deep, real relationships. And I just was like, I wish there was a way I could do this. I wish that could be a job, you know, and through that, that's where the ball started rolling. So now I am a life coach.
Wow.
And have my own business of Sarah Helton Coaching.
We are so proud of you.
Thank you.
When you first told me about that, and I thought, you were made for this. You were prepared for this. In fact, tonight it's somewhat of a Valentine's special. And we didn't talk about this, and you can go in, you can say whatever you want, but I think there's a lot of young women, and maybe not just young, but single women watching, and they might be, you know, Valentine's is a cool time for people, but it's a very depressing time for others.
Absolutely.
And so what would you say to a young lady who's looking or in that time, or maybe even just a single mom, or that's struggling with, you know, all these love songs and everyone else getting flowers and all this stuff? What would you say to them?
I just turned 29, and it's been a struggle. I'll tell you, like, I think there's been times where I just am like, why? Is it something I've done? Is it my past? Is it why me? Why am I waiting? Is there something wrong? All these question. And I think this past year, especially, I think the Lord has opened my eyes to see something different about you are single, yes, and I have a purpose for you even in your singleness. And I think that's been like, well, what does that look like? And through this coaching, I think I feel so passionate about it, and passionate to tell women that you are valued for who you are before you have somebody else, before you're in a relationship, before you have kids. I thought forever my purpose was going to be found when I'm a mom with kids, because that's what my desire is. And I thought, I will find purpose once I do that. And I think the Lord just really showed me, like, you are valuable for who you are, how I created you.
Even as we're talking, I sense your passion, but also your willingness to sit in some of the uncertainty of this time. Sarah, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for joining us tonight. We have, like I said, a lot of cousins, people who help us, and you know about Love Squared Missions, who is actually the director is my son Eli, and who's a good friend of yours too. And you know, the mission of Love Squared is to inspire this next generation to fulfill their God-given potential. And that's what you're doing. You're helping young ladies, high school, college, young adults, to find out that God has a plan. There's a purpose, especially when you're in that time of pain. Don't give up. So as our partners of Love Squared Missions and the Katinas, who our mission is just simply to love God and love people, they've given financially, generously throughout the years, and we want to give to you. We want to tell you, Sarah, on behalf of all of our partners wherever, that we're proud of you. Continue to do the work that you're doing, and just take this $1,000 and keep doing what you're doing. Love you so much.